I live inside my own world of make-believe.
Welcome fellow Fusioners, Carotene here, and today I'm coming at you with a deck profile for Witchcrafters. Witchcrafters, after a few tournaments with Decade, now have a little more understanding of how the deck's supposed to be built. So basically, the Witchcrafters revolve around the main boss monster, Witchcrafter Madame Verre, who has the effect where you can discard a spell card during either player's turn to negate all of their on-field effects. Even if they tribute something, in response they'll still be negated in the grave. So basically, it also has the effect where if any monster you control once per turn battles an opponent's monster until the end of the turn, you can reveal in the damage step, or damage calculation, up to any number of spells with different names in your hand, and boosted by 1,000 attack and defense for each spell revealed. So if you reveal 5 different spells, that'll boost to 5,000 attack. So you really want to work around getting the different spells. Generally, you're working on 3 Witchcrafter spells that can add themselves back to hand, but we'll get into that in a bit. So basically, she doesn't have any way to special summon herself. She's special summoned by the other Witchcrafters, and she's 1,000 attack, 2,800 defense. So you can get her defense, summon something else to start attacking with that, or you can attack with her herself, but it's a little more risky sometimes. If they like Samurai Destroyer, they can attack over her. So besides that, yeah, you can only use each effect once per turn. So basically, the other main ways you get that out is you have 3 monsters, Witchcrafter Schemata, 1,800 attack, pretty good stats, best stats of all the Witchcraft for smallers. Basically, during the main phase, quick effect, you contribute this card, then discard 1 spell, special summon 1 Witchcrafter monster from your deck, except for Schemata. You can banish this card from your graveyard, send 1 Witchcrafter card from your deck to the graveyard. That is the best graveyard effect of all the Witchcrafters, because basically, Schemata can, if you have multiple Witchcrafter spells that you can discard, you can go into your other Witchcrafters, who can also summon Witchcrafters from the deck. So basically, you're able to get a lot more of your Witchcrafters in the grave that have the graveyard effects activated. Schemata can send another Witchcrafter spell, so if you discard a Witchcrafter spell, you can send a different one, and in the end phase, they'll be coming back to your hand. So Schemata is one of the best cards you want to get in the graveyard to be able to get more spells into your hand for more negations and boosting for Madame Verre. Besides that, we have Witchcrafter Jenny. This is the Taya event. I got the prismatic one, I love it. So Witchcrafter Jenny basically has the same effect where during the main phase, so main phase, I should probably go over that, is either your main phase or their main phase. So as long as you don't go into battle phase, you can do it on their turn. So you can actually wait and kind of use it as more of a response. But you have to be careful for some of that because, for example, if you have one and they have their Blackwing White Rakiri, or the one that can pop your guys, they will have the chance to pop your guy before, if you switch at all. Or they just swing over your guy. But you can negate their effects by discarding a spell, but it's a little more risky sometimes. So you have to play around those kind of effects. So basically, Witchcrafter Jenny, main phase, quick effect, you can contribute this card, discard 1 spell, special summon 1 Witchcrafter monster from your deck, same effect as the other small ones. You can banish this card and 1 Witchcrafter spell from your graveyard. This effect becomes that spell's effect. When this card is activated, you can only use each effect of Witchcrafter Jenny once per turn. So basically, this card's going to be a little more later game when you have multiples of the same spells, because if you use her effect to give yourself, for example, collaboration, each of your spells can only activate their effect or add themselves back to hand once per turn, so you can't use both to add and activate. But Jenny lets you activate and add it back to hand, so it works around it very well. Yeah, so she's good to get in the grave, but she's a little more mid-game for pushing for lethal with collaboration. So besides that, we have Witchcrafter Pittore, really good graveyard effect. During the main phase, same thing, quick effect, tribute, discard 1 spell, 2 special summon 1 Witchcrafter monster from your deck, except for Pittore. You can banish this card from your graveyard, draw 1 card, then send 1 Witchcrafter card from your hand to the graveyard, or if you have none, banish your entire hand, so you have to be very careful making sure you have it. But if you discard a spell, you will get it back to your hand. You can't get back multiple of the same name, because that'd be more than 1 effect per turn. But you could still get back your variety of up to 3 spells. So So besides that, we're running the new one from Taya, level ups. We have Witchcrafter Edel. We don't know how strong this will be. I'm running it at 1 because you can summon it. And you can summon out your Madame Veres from your hand. So basically, you can discard 1 spell, special summon 1 Witchcrafter monster from your hand, except for Edel, so if you have 1 in your hand, you can work around to get it out. You contribute this card, then target 1 spellcaster type monster in your graveyard, except for Edel. Special summon it. You can only use the effect of Edel once per turn. So you're able to get things back from your graveyard, get things out of your hand. So basically, she works well, like Unveiling and Holiday together. And she has some alright stats, so you can work with her pretty well. It's just nice to have another monster. We don't know how good she'll be, but I'm running her at 1 because she's an option. But you don't have to run her at all. Unfortunately, you do need 3 schemata. You can run the deck with less, but optimally, like, she has the best graveyard effect, so you would really want to have her. Besides that, we are running, I'm going to go over these spells first. Witchcrafter Collaboration. This one is less needed, but helps you push for a little more damage, because basically you can target 1 Witchcrafter monster. I should probably go with that first. Madame Veres, to get the boost, your monster has to battle a monster. So if it battles directly, you can't boost it. Collaboration is a workaround. So basically, you can target 1 Witchcrafter monster you control. It can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Also, if it attacks, your opponent cannot activate spells and traps until the end of the damage step. During your end, so basically gives you Ancient Gear Golem protection. During your end phase, if you control a Witchcrafter monster, and this card is in the graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. You only use the effect of Collaboration, in fact, each effect once per turn. So each Witchcrafter spell is like that, where you can either add it back to your hand, or you can activate its effect, but you can't do both. So you have to wait, but you have to own Witchcrafter to be able to get it back to hand, so you have to be careful about managing your resources that way. So Collaboration basically lets you attack twice, so if you boost something with Madame Veres that you use Collaboration on, after you kill their first monster who stays in defense position, you can then attack again with the already boosted monster, because the boost doesn't end until the end of the battle phase. So that helps you push for damage a lot easier. Besides that, we have Witchcrafter Holiday. Target 1 Witchcrafter monster in your grave. Special summon it during the end phase if you control Witchcrafter monster, and adds itself back to hand, unless you already use the first effect. So you just summon something from grave that's a Witchcrafter. Most of your monsters. Pretty good effect. This is more of a recovery card if you lose your board, because your deck does have some trouble against back row removal, but monster effects you will destroy. Witchcrafter Unveiling. Special summon 1 Witchcrafter monster from your hand, and if you do, your opponent can activate cards or effects in response to the activation of spellcaster type monsters' effects. So you want to be able to get it back to your hand. It is a quick play spell, so you can use this on your opponent's turn, so you can do some plays around that. Gives the deck a little more of a cap, less of a cap. And it's pretty good. We're running for Limit 2. There's a few options. I tried things like Concentrating Current, Clash. I think a lot of people, Machine Angel Ritual is really good, because you can protect your light Madame Veres from destruction. So that's an option you can do. You can discard it for your cost and then have protection. Neos Fusion seems to be the best way, because you can send your Schemata or any of your graveyard effect monsters directly to the grave, and you get a big beatstick monster alongside your Madame Veres that you can boost with Madame Veres. So you can actually have a big attacking monster that has its own protection that's able to attack into your opponent and gives you a little more offensive capabilities, because your Madame Veres doesn't have the best stats, and the biggest one we have is now Edel, but used to be Schemata, which 1800 boosted can be pretty good, but you want it to have a little more workability. So running 2 Neos Fusions with the Brave Neos and 1 Elemental Hero Neos. You don't want to draw the Neos, but if you do, it happens. And that seems to be the best way to play this, to run Limit 2 for spells. It's also different names, so you can reveal it, even if you draw the extra copy or discard it, so it has uses outside of itself. And you can get more protection for your other Neos by discarding your second copy. Then for traps, because we're running balance, we're running Raigeki Break, Karma Cut, and 1 Canadia. You can run more Canadia for more consistency to draw more, and have a higher chance of drawing traps. One more might be good. Replace Edel for it. So basically, Raigeki Break and Karma Cut don't have a cost, because when you discard one of your Witchcrafter spells, you are able to use the effect and get back your spell. So basically, you're able to keep getting things in your hand, and so you have costs payable for Raigeki Break to destroy one card in the field by discarding a card, or Karma Cut by banishing their monster and all of the copies in the grave by discarding one card as well. The Kanadi is just a way to upset your opponent's plays, so you can work around your opponent a little better. You don't need to run Canadia, but you just want more traps to do something. Then we have Balance to throw it all together. Balance basically you'll open up most likely with one monster, spell, trap, and then other things based on what you have. We want to see some spells, and we can see some monsters, which work pretty well. But that's the basis of how the deck works. Alrighty, well, that's the deck overall. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what kind of decks you want to see in the future. I appreciate you guys. That's the deck. Now the gameplay. Alrighty, going second.
Duel.
Alrighty. Petore. We can use Petore's effect. Oof. Jet Synchron. And Light Swords. Interesting. Solar Recharge. Cut Word Engrave. Oh. Don't mind if I do. Probably should have kept that actually. Nah, nothing else is really worth it. Just got Zephyros, Kiteroid, Lumina. Can use Lumina. Guess Betrayer is any card, unfortunately. So we could just banish my Holiday from grave. Interesting Zeta. There we go, collaboration. So use Petore. Salmon, Nascimeta, Bolt, Miguel. Deal with my guy. Get a handful of spells. Nope, discard. Zeta forces out our here, we'll Raigeki Break right now. Surprised he didn't chain. Chaos Betrayer. So we don't want to get, he'll banish our Holiday, but we can't really handle it. Oh, I mean, yeah, we can't really, not worth responding to. Because we want to, like, respond to, like, a Levy in Air or something. Cool. Raigeki Break, so we got Petore, so we'll use her. This is either player's turn. One is special summoned. Okay, that's not bad. Set. Let's do battle. Let's kill this guy. Attack, damage calculation, or before damage calculation. Reveal holiday, boosts Gameta by 1,000. There we go. Add collaboration back to hand. So we're in a good position. We have Raigeki Break. We can negate their effects. We can tribute off Schemata. We don't have anything engraved for Chaos Betrayer to really affect. So I'll banish those. That's fine. And I'll banish our Raigeki Break. No, not my Raigeki Break. Not my Raigeki Break. We need that. Its graveyard effect is OP. Sure. We'll let him Synchro. We can negate it. He'll go for Black Rose. Nope. Negated. Negate Black Rose. GG. Yeah, that's a problem. Ha! There we go. We had too many outs to his stuff. Cool. Next game. Already going second against Sartorius. Dio and the sub. Waldo. Cool. We've got a good balance of Witchcrafters and spells. So we can use Patore. We can get Jen in the grave. Oh no. Pot of Greed. Double Pot of Greed. So he probably has Desperado. Necro Valley? Can we get a Raigeki Break, please? That's what we need. So he has a lot of monster effect negation. Thank you. Scopatore. If he doesn't respond yet, we're gonna set. Pass turn. Yeah, we need to kill the Necro Valley. We can't afford other effects. We'll force him to negate our Patore. Oh, interesting. So we'll take 1,000 from that. Because he's only used two coin flips. Let's see. I guess we'll activate it. Oh, cool. No negation. That's good news. Probably just Floodgate. Yep. That is fine. So we are going to... Actually, let's wait. Draw. Neo's Fusion, cool. So we're going to... Raigeki Break. Discard Unveiling. Pop the Necro Valley. Activate Neo's Fusion. We will send our Schemata. What do we have engraved, by the way? Let's see. Unveiling, Holidays, we need Collaboration. So we ban... No, we want to keep the one we have. So we'll use Schemata. It feels like negation, but I don't know. So we'll send our Collaboration. There we go. So we'll send in Yenin. Hopefully no Floodgate here. Or else we won't get back 3 spells to hand. Alrighty. So, battle. We will attack Ushioni. That is perfectly alright. Cool. We get our spells back. We're happy. He doesn't have the guaranteed coin flips anymore, so his bull will be 50-50. So we're not going to really respond to that. Let's add back 3 spells. We can discard 1, then we'll have 2 for our Madame Beret. Oh wow, that can be a problem. I don't have a choice. So we'll discard this Collaboration, why not? Good. I'm like, better not be. Now, will he use the bull effect? That is the question. Oh, it's going to end turn. Alrighty. Draw. So let's use Patore. Plenty we can discard. We shall discard. Probably Holiday. Yeah. Banish Collaboration. Nah. Then we will battle. You shall attack this one. Boost by 2k. What is this? Oh, cool. Blast Powder. End turn. Yes, we want Holiday back to hand so we can discard it to negate effects. Surprised, no Desperado with all those cards. Nope, that's fine. So we only have one collaboration left in the deck, but that's alright. Double back row. Sure. We will summon our actually, let's go schemata. Oh shoot. Time limit, time limit. That's one. So we'll tribute her. Discard Holiday. Let's summon our Edel. Oh, really? Ha! Thank you. Makes victory easier. Spell. Victoria. Still good. So we'll banish her. Send our collaboration so we can get it back to hand. Oh, that's negation. Ooh. That feels like negation. Nope, he has a response to that. It's not negation then. We need to wipe out his field so he can't summon Desperado. So we're going to use collaboration on Edel. Come on. Fast response. I'll get like 17 seconds. Oh, cool. Guess I win. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what kind of decks you want to see in the future. I appreciate you guys. Keep fusioning. Let's go Slash.
Hush.